When you think like you're really, really overwhelmed, you think that you're really, really angry, what will you say or what will you do to calm yourself?
I'm a very calm person. So when the kids overreact or they're just, overstimulated, what I do is just, I read with the kids, and that's another way of staying calm and playing with puzzles and so forth. But my job is a job where I have to stay calm and self-regulated as well.
Hi, I'm a young reporter from Future Voices. Can I interview you?
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Claudia Macias.
What's your job?
My job is I am a director and I am the lead teacher at my preschool.
Why did you choose to open a school by yourself?
I used to work at big schools, and I've always felt like I wanted to teach more than what I was able to teach before. I love helping and educating children and fulfilling their dreams and opening up those doors before they start kindergarten.
What ages of kids do you teach?
My school starts at the age of 2 and it goes up to the age of 5, but usually I have some alumni that come by during the summer, and I do tutor on the weekends as well, or on the weekdays, or during the summer break.
So do you have a minimum or a maximum people in your kids in your school to like start school?
So I do have a max of 8 children, so it's a small group, and my students have different age groups, so it's a mixed age group school, and I do love teaching mixed age group because the younger children learn from the older students, and the older students love to teach the younger students.
So what problems do you think you might have had when you were our age?
I think one of the problems that I came across was just believing in myself and having other people believe in myself, because when you're children, when you're young, you're still learning about the world, and some people might try to give you encouragement, and then when you're young, sometimes you don't want to hear it, but it's always helpful to learn from your adults and the elders because they have experienced life more than we have.
Well, then, if that happens, what do you think you might have done wrong when you were like this age?
And I never really thought of it. That I did when I was young was I was very shy. And so that's something I've learned as I got older, to learn how to express myself, to be more assertive, and then being able to socialize with other people during gatherings or networking or social events.
I would ask you what problems I also want to know like more of the problems and something that we can help with.
Yes, no, that's an excellent question. So my students, the majority of my students are Mandarin speakers. So when they come to my school, they come to my school to learn English and to get ready for kindergarten. So when they come to my school, English is not their first language. So there's a language barrier, but I do help my students at the beginning how to speak English with slowly. And then once they build that confidence, they start to speak English and they become more fluent. I've noticed that my students are sometimes shy or sometimes scared. It's their first school, or sometimes it's their first time away from their grandparents. I've had some students where their grandparents have to go back to China because of vacation and so forth. So that's something that I've seen with my students. Sometimes there's separation anxiety. And then when there's separation anxiety, that's something I help my students with, just to build up confidence that my school is a safe place to come to and that my students are friendly with them.
Well, then if they behave really well, like being really curious, thinking of a lot of stuff, then maybe will you like give them treats or something? Maybe not treats for candy and stuff, like maybe more free choice time or something that they want?
Yes. So usually at my school, they're well behaved, and I give them lots of encouragement. And then we do have a treasure box. So in the treasure box, they can choose like a toy or a sticker, anything that they find in the treasure box, just so they know that they did a good job and they got rewarded for what they've done to help at school.
When they do something really bad, like for example, hit someone or bite someone, what will you do to like tell them to stop not using any like bad words type?
Yeah, so usually what I do when students are, because sometimes when they're upset, they don't know how to express themselves. So their first reaction is to hit. Some kids will bite because of language barrier. They kind of get the reaction from the other students. So the other student will probably stop doing what they were doing that was bothering the other students. So I'll intervene, and then I will talk to them about how they feel. And then we always talk about different ways of how to express ourselves if we feel upset.
Do you ever give them punishments or something?
No, I don't. So usually it's just talking to them and then understanding other ways of expressing themselves.
So, what do you do when you think like you're really, really overwhelmed? You think that you're really, really angry? What will you say or what will you do to calm yourself?
What I do, I like to take walks. So when the kids are playing, I'm just walking around, observing everybody. But I'm a very calm person. So, so when the kids overreact or they're just, overstimulated, what I do is just, I read with the kids, and that's another way of staying calm and playing with puzzles and so forth. But my job is a job where I have to stay calm and self-regulated as well.
Then what is one thing that you will say to Future Voices Young Reporter Little Team no matter what type of mindset you're in?
Just believe in yourself, ask lots of questions, don't be afraid of asking adults for help, and then stay focused. So if you want to accomplish something, do your best in everything that you do and never give up.
Okay, thank you for your time. Have a nice day.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good job.